KD, Keke, RRP, man, you know we. Hey, 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 hey. Man, I was born in the slums, raised in the sewers. I hung out with all the talkers, influenced by all the doers. See, I'm a goat. Y'all should sit down and just take a note. Stop burning bridges and expecting niggas to send a boat. Are you thinking that you morphine? But you just an OCC. Gotta put you in your place, I guess that's just my OCD. Katie told me, so that means apply the pressure. Sorry, Lo, we killed this beat, man. Take that boy out on the session. Katie is the bomb, Keke is the detonator. BT got you in the fiddles, breathing off a respirator. Trust me, ain't no risk for haters. You can say the stress for later. Got a question, send it in. I got two investigators. Dropping gems, we just trying to really see who want it. Oh, it's business, yeah, we own it. Smell like money, I cologne it. Keke quick to block a nigga, Katie quick to kick him out.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
I'm just an e-girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
It's your hostess with the... Oh, no. You gotta do that one.
It's feedback.
Okay.
There we go. We in there. What up, though? You know who this is, your boy, Coach DTM, aka Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy. Our podcast is here now, so you got to respect it. You never get off on us because we never the exit. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so it's no confusion. If you see somebody realer than us,
it's an illusion.
Hey. What up, though? What's good? What's good? Welcome to yet another episode of Relationship Reality Podcast, where you get your daily dose of
relationships and reality.
Talk about it. It's the world's most dangerous podcast, man, because you're guaranteed to grow or you're guaranteed to go. Talk about it. All right. So, very special day. You know, as always, we try to bring you great content for the masses, you know. So, without further ado, man, we got some guests in the building.
We got a fan favorite.
Yeah. Fan favorite, and the fan favorite brought a potential favorite of the fans in the future. Okay. Talk about it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Introduce yourself. Talk about it.
All right, it's your girl, Miss Mouthy, the Lips of Detroit. We in the building. I'm glad to be back again today.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's your boy, Mr. Mouth. And if when you don't hear me, you definitely see me, baby.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Talk
The
about it, man. All right, so we're gonna get into it, man. We got a good show for y'all today. Before we get started, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors, man. Truly, man. This episode is brought to you by Truly.
Your can backwards.
Because mine's backwards. Can you see it now? You see it now? Screw up. There it is. Screw up. Swing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes life punches you. So why not punch back with a Truly?
Okay. Yes.
All
I
right.
like that.
Let's go. Right. Talk about it.
I like how you made that up.
Now, checks come on. Let the checks keep coming in. All right. So now we got a good show for y'all today, of course. But before we get started, I definitely got to check on everybody. How was y'all weeks and the weekend? How's everything been going? Talk about it.
Okay. It's okay. I think it's been chill. You know, sometimes everything.
Not letting you go first.
Everything just go in a blur, but so far so good. You know what I mean? Nothing too shabby, babe.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just been a healing journey. You know what I mean? Just realizing a lot about myself that I didn't know. But yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. All right, KD.
My weekend was dope. Friday we was on the Dope Podcast.
You know,
make sure y'all check it out. The Mouthies, you know.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we had a date night, you know. And then you know today we're recording.
Right.
It
is. So for those who don't know, we normally record on Sundays, right? So they like today. Wait a minute, you said Saturday, Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's how I get down. That's how we get down. My weekend has been smooth. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's in Michigan or in the surrounding areas know we've been dealing with the little smoke or whatever from Canada. Yeah. And it's been a weird journey because the mask has definitely came back out. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's some stuff you just should not inhale. I'm cooking a dope meal and
I walk outside with the wife, and she out there just chilling out. She don't even realize the smoke. She thinks somebody just
I thought it was a
a
bonfire.
bonfire somewhere
Yeah.
around. I said, no, the world is a bonfire right now.
Yeah,
He like, get your ass.
I'm like, come on in here. So her, her asthma been messing with her a little bit because of it, but I'm sure we're gonna see some commercials real soon.
Yeah.
If your asthma been messing with you because of the smoke fire, you can get some money. Just call Sam Bernstein and it's going down. So other than that, man, everything has been going smooth. You know what I mean? Just planning. We got a trip coming up, so we getting prepared for our trip going, to Jamaica. What you say? What you say? Nothing at all. We're going to do it like we do. We can't wait to go there, Yeah.
Yeah, he's Jamaican.
I
What you
love
say?
that. Okay. I'm an island girl through and through. Okay.
What you doing, princess?
Yeah.
You see it? You see it?
Yes. The best place to be is Jamaica.
So I'll be excited about that, man. I'll keep going to sleep early because I want the time to pop in. You know what I'm saying?
You go to sleep early anyway.
Not the other day.
What
Saturday.
day? Yesterday?
Saturday. Friday. We ain't get him. We ain't walking to the house until after 3.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to be like y'all when I grow up.
You're right. You're right.
Walk in after 3.
Well, our baby is like 12. Y'all got a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get like KD though. She don't never get sleepy.
Okay.
She just be up. I swear. I'm like, what are you on speed or something? Why you ain't never sleepy? You ain't never sleepy?
Chill on me,
Jeez.
Chill on me.
But yeah, no, it's been definitely a dope weekend, man. We did some wine tasting yesterday. That's always a fan favorite.
Nice.
We love it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to St. Julian's. You know, there's a bunch of them, so we can say it. We ain't got to worry about y'all coming in trying to catch us there.
I only drink dry red, so they only got 3 this month. So I just got 2 of each one. And the I almost called him a lady. The guy was like, yours was the hardest to pour, like being funny, because I got 2 of each of the dry wine. I'm like, mine's always easy. Him and Keke get, I don't know, they stuff be all colorful.
Everybody else be looking colorful, and her just look straight. Like,
the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you just like what you like.
Yeah.
I try to do the sweets. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my coffee black. I like my wine dry.
That's true.
Particular.
And you
Give
like
my girl her shit straight.
Yeah.
Don't change
Coffee
Period.
black, wine dry, me and me. Talk about it.
Bro. Somebody get this man.
All right. So, do y'all want to jump into the question that the fans sent, or can we discuss not full messy, not full messy. We can't go full messy because we got it's backgrounds to it, but you know what I'm saying. Can we just talk a little bit? Just a little
However
bit.
y'all want to do it. This y'all shit. We here.
All right.
No,
just a little bit.
don't be messy.
I'm not gonna be messy.
I
We
told
here
you
for
though.
the ride.
I'm not gonna be messy.
And you gonna encourage the bullshit.
You know.
It is what it is.
Mhm.
All right, so let's get into it, man. So we it's always dope when you connect with people who kind of got a vision like you got, right? So when you see it, you like, oh man. So the Mouthies do something where they like to kind of bring people together with food.
Yes.
Which is kind of like what we does, right? What we do. We like to bring people together with food. I start the conversation. Once I feed you, I feel like that's kind of a great icebreaker. Now we can kind of talk and I can get into your head and see how you got into the situation. Mine is geared more toward like homeless, homeless people who maybe want to not be homeless, which is crazy. I got to say that because I realized over late that there are people who just kind of comfortable and want to be that, right?
Absolutely.
I think yours was, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was more geared toward not necessarily the homeless, but just trying to bring people together to be comfortable and relaxed and just kind of live life better.
Yeah, in a way, right? And so one of the things I want to be very clear with the Mouthy Meals, the place that one specific location targets sex workers and people who are unstably housed, right? So we know that the Red District and Palmer Park does a lot of sex work at night. So oftentimes they don't have food and shelter. So those are the people who frequent. But however, anybody who walk up, if it's the lady who brought her kids to the park and feel like she want to feed her kids for free, you're more than welcome. If it's the man that is picking up trash, or even the guy who sells the barbecue that want a free meal, you're more than welcome to come. So anybody in this vicinity is welcome to the free meals as long as the food is available.
Right, and that's what I felt like as well. I felt like you were trying to have. Well, I'm not gonna say you were as if you're done, but it feels like you're
You said
trying.
trying. You keep
Yeah,
saying
I was about
trying.
to say, you said don't
Oh,
worry.
okay,
Okay.
I do that to see if y'all paying attention.
Okay, all right.
That's
You
why I said it
cussing.
twice.
You
That's why.
cussing.
That's
Real
why I said
bad.
it. That's why I said it twice. 'Cause I'm trying to see if y'all paying attention, right? But it seems like you're geared to change the connotation of what that place is set for, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what I felt when I seen it when we were there, and I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, so am I right in that stance?
Yeah, absolutely. Because one of the things with all variations of blackness, right? Like people have this notion that anything that comes with black is ghetto, has a lower standard. And even if these things are true, however, what will we do in our power to change the negative notions that's out there? And so for me, Palmer Park is not just a gay park. Not only do gay people frequent there, right? One, you got to know the history, but however, comma, what is at the root of these people needs? So even if it wasn't at Palmer Park, if it was at Rouge Park, I'm sure it's a population that would want free food, right?
Right.
Even if it was at Belle Isle, even if it was on Jefferson, like these different places where silos of uh, black people who are hard for hard times, we have to take care of our own. And so for me, I just seen the need in that because that's where I grew up. I know the history behind there. I can't go to places in like Sterling Heights and talk about the history because I didn't grow up there. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the thing that I wanted to kind of touch on first before we jump into anything was um oftentimes we've seen in the history of just black people, period. I'm so accustomed to saying African Americans, but then I keep hearing people say you don't say African Americans because we not African, we just Americans, and then the Africans don't really like. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what we supposed to call ourselves, but
Yeah.
us as black folks, right? You know what I'm saying? Throw the fist up. You know what I'm saying? We try to make it happen, but oftentimes I've seen like people want to change how we're remembered, right? What we've been through and how much of that we live off of. And sometimes we tend to live in the past and not the present or the future. So we talk about when we were slaves, we talk about when we was going without, and we got it's probably more black millionaires today
Come on,
than
talk about it.
not just ever, but I'm gonna even go as far as saying we are probably close to being neck and neck with other race as far as millionaires now, right? So the ground is almost equal running. Now, granted, we still got a lot of racism going on. We still got a lot of sexism going on. We still got there's a lot of things that we still have to fix. But how hard is it for you to be pushing for what you're pushing for, like you are, but still seeing people that's like pushing against it, right? And I just say that not even just from the Mouthy Mills, but just in general, because we're seeing it now. The malls is getting shot up because it's black on black fighting, right? So that's going to end up getting taken away from us real soon. You can't have a successful party with a bunch of black people because somebody's going to start a fight or shoot or whatever, and it's just going to mess up the whole mood of what what is going on. So, and I look at it in my head as like I might just have to be that next black person to stand up and put an end to, at least in my vicinity of where I can reach, right? To where this is it's no good. So just from your standpoint, how do you feel when you see people like pushing against the movement as opposed to pushing with the movement?
Yeah, I think about how could we amplify what's important to them? Like sometimes you got to understand with blackness, we have to see what makes this person heartbeat, right? Whether that's their family, their ego, their followers. Let's just be real. Once we can figure out what a person cause is, we can then incorporate that into the movement. So there is place for everybody. What white supremacy wants you to believe is that it's not enough room for all Black people to bring their gifts to the fold and be great in that. When I see people try to fuck up or go with the stereotype, it's just like, do you understand what they're saying? And when you playing into it, you're giving them all the ammo they need to keep taking things away from us.
Right.
Keep taking, let's just voting rights,
Mhm.
taking away from healthcare, taking away from shelter, taking away the things that you know oppress you and your people. And you're giving them all the reason to say, see, this is why they don't deserve nothing, because
This
the
is it
things we
right here.
gave them, they don't have. But also, education is elevation, as they say.
Mhm.
When you don't want to aspire to know more, once you become unignorant to the things around you, you can't turn a blind eye to it. So for me, that has just been the calling, is to try not only to educate myself, but bring it, be an example for other people to model. You may not know the language, you may not know why I'm doing it, but you see something different than you know your everyday to be.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So I will say now, unfortunately, how the world works, right?
We just
is-
waiting on the shoe to drop. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
You
It's gonna be
messy.
smooth. It's gonna be
Okay.
smooth.
All
But
right.
unfortunately, how the world works, right, is we do a ton of good. We can post it. You can talk about it. You get 10 likes, right? Oh, and the last event, we had one ignorant person that wanted to show their true selves.
Yeah.
Two ignorant persons.
Right. Yeah, fact. That's fact. That's fact. But
Mr. Mouthy.
Okay.
imagine if you were recording the whole day, right?
Baby. Yeah.
That's true.
What part of the day, if you break it up, do you think everybody would have been drawn to? The part where everything was good, which was majority of the day,
Yeah.
or the part when somebody just wanted to show ignorance and say, look, let's just bring this back down. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too good and it's feeling too good in this area right here.
Bring your mic up a little bit.
Bring your mic up.
a
I'll
little
bring it
bit.
up to him.
Yeah.
Back down.
Okay, there we go.
So, but yeah, what part do you think would have been illuminated around the world more?
Of
The ignorant
course,
part or the
yeah.
part where the 99.9% of the day was?
I definitely talked about, like, well, no, I didn't talk about it, but I posted when this generation is now loving, celebrating like the villain and the evil and the negativity versus what is right. Like that shit ain't cool no more. So of course they would have loved the part where it got negative, where shit got turned up, where even now I'm a talking point for somebody else, clout or views or whatever. Because outside of talking about the relevancy of the altercation, you wouldn't have nothing to
That's true.
Yeah.
bring up.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You intentionally knew what you came to do when you came to disrupt something great. But however, the impact that me and my husband have made and all of us being out there will not ever go away from the people that will remember, like, regardless of what happened, this lady came out here and she fed us with no quorums, and she came out here multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
people gonna only highlight what that is, but if it's gonna bring some attention, well then donate. Shit.
Yeah,
right.
Donate to
absolutely,
feed
yeah.
more people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the first thing I thought about was, I hate to do certain correlations, but I'm going to. The first thing I thought about was when Obama was being, when he was running the first go round, and majority black folk, like this was probably the biggest vote turnout for black folk
Absolutely.
in ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it was time to make that decision and count them votes up and see who won, there was one black person who's been in office area for a very long time who was caught on the mic saying things like, this nigga really think he's gonna make a change. Like, yes, that's what it's here for. That's what he's here for. Like, that's what this moment is for.
Yeah.
But when you make the statement and you are a very iconic figure, it's diminishing what we are trying to push forward. You know what I'm saying? So in lieu of all this, I want to turn the tables to yet another individual, because one thing I've seen and I admired about this day is I'm a very big and strong believer of being like a protector. It's in my nature, right? It's just what I do. And it's not even just, of course, it's over my wife, my kids, my family, etc. But for me, it's like whoever I came here with, I'm leaving here with. And that's just how my mind works, right? I saw that level of courage and charisma and just time to activate when everything went left. And so I want to get it from the mind of the man who jumped in and was like, we not doing that. It's not happening.
My man.
And was ready to look, we can either cut it down or we can throw down or whatever's going to happen. I'm down for any of it. What was going through your mind when everything was going down? Have you always been a person who just want to protect and make sure everything, keep your woman safe, etc.? Like, talk about it. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, for me, it was more so. I'm not confrontational at all. Look, you like that?
You know I love you, man.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
not
talking.
confrontational
She
at
over here
all.
getting
Right?
turned
I had
up.
a,
For real, I gotta hold it.
yeah.
Go ahead, babe.
I've had some tendencies in my past to be, very homicidal and things like that. So I tend to, as I grow and know myself, it's like, okay, certain things you can't do. You have to be mindful of when you're taking that risk, right?
Mhm.
Like, what's the risk that you're taking when it comes to protecting someone else? But in that moment, I had no issues stepping in front of whatever it was they were trying to give to my wife, right?
Right.
I didn't care what was coming my way. I had to be the one to make sure that I was protecting her. And I didn't care how that looked. I was like, look, I've been in the gym 5 days this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My body can take whatever it is that's coming my way. You know what I mean? And it's like, what you gonna die behind? You know what I mean? Like, even if something more tragically happened in that moment, I was willing to lay my life down on the line for my wife. You know what I
That's what I'm
mean?
talking about.
I got a good one.
Yeah,
Man.
and from a spiritual perspective, I knew that we were divinely protected.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right.
knew that no matter what they had or what weaponry they were using against us, that it wasn't going to prosper. So I just had to make sure I did what I had to do for my wife and to let them know, like, shit, what you throwing ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, what you thought was gonna happen ain't gonna never happen when it comes to us. I think it was more so them knowing that I was a trans man and trying to punk me in that way, right?
Mm.
Like trying to see, like, okay, what this nigga gonna do if I come at you like that? And what they wanted was a fight, and the power that I had was, I'm not gonna give you what you want.
Right.
Like the nigga wanted to, and I'm a germaphobe, so that's what I was thinking. Honestly, like, I don't want you touching me. I don't want to be nowhere around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
Jim was
even.
like, yuck.
Yeah, right. Real talk, like Nicki
No, I know.
Minaj, like bum ill. You know what I mean? Like, don't even.
Yeah.
Like, y'all crazy the range. I'm seeing like the cokehead eyes and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want none of that energy towards me. So
Yeah.
again, my first thing was protect my wife and protect our brand, protect everything that we got going for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if the girls gonna fight, let the girls fight. You see, I stepped away when it was time for them two to get boom. Y'all, hey, do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's some old beef that need to be squashed. So if it's gonna be squashed, let it be squashed. But all that other shit, nah, it ain't going on like that.
But I think that's how transphobia rear its ugly head, whether it was me, you, however, when people think of trans people's bodies, there is like this level of inadvertent harm that they want to see no matter what. It does not matter. Like, I just think about, I'm thankful for that. However, I think about the situation. How was it escalated so much if we in the same community? Now, me and you, bitch, we could run it because we both trans, whatever. But then when a cisgender man comes into the equation, then that's where the problem we draw the line in the sand, because again, how do we know that this nigga really don't want to take another trans woman out and make us a hashtag and do all the things? So there's no level of accountability. And if I just think about the root of it, there is no real pressure. You don't have a real issue with me
Mhm.
outside of who I'm in community as.
Mhm.
Like, and that is irritating when you think about all the good you can do, who you are, and how you try and show up. When there is someone always trying to taint your character, um, make you out to be an issue. When honestly, I take myself outside of the equations. I don't frequent where people that I may have issue or pressure with are, but I'm not ducking no smoke. You know what I
Period.
mean? I'm not sitting here thinking about the next time we gonna come about and how I'm gonna get you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I just let people be people.
So in hindsight, oh, go ahead, Kitty.
I think for me the part that was the most like was like the what's the words, like the names that were being called,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
the names that were being called, and like the reminder of who you think you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody who is just like you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
part to me was like, what?
You want to
That's a
humble me as a
thing.
trans woman, but it's like,
But
what-
you are too a trans
Yeah,
woman.
right,
So
right.
what are we doing here? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
disgusting all in
But
itself.
are you a trans? I mean,
So
But I also feel like you said, like if y'all came in the slums together at one point in time, right?
Mhm.
And now you're elevating to this place where the other person hasn't reached or doesn't have a desire to reach. The need and the want to pull you back down to the slums is disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we out here trying to make a difference, and you out here trying to be the same.
Yeah.
That's
But it's giving mental health though. You know
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
like,
for
let's
sure.
take away the fact that what if nobody was trans, right?
yeah,
It's the principle of you're just hating
yeah,
that somebody has elevated past what you can ever be, and you can't handle that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So get your own stuff together. Like while you speaking on other people, like focus on you.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
still ordained by God. God has given us all a gift. I just happen to tap into mine and trust God in the process to say, oh Lord, you said feed your people. Okay, I'm gonna be obedient and I'm gonna go feed your people. Oh God, I got a vision of a podcast. I'm afraid to do it. I'm afraid to tell the world that I'm trans, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I trust in you. And look at the success that come behind it.
Mhm.
However, when people leave, when I have to leave people behind, her being one, I'm like, will I ever have other friends again? Will I stop wanting to do good things for other people because I'm afraid of betrayal? Absolutely not.
Exactly.
That is not how God love called you to move and operate. People do some fucked up shit.
Mhm.
However, when God is using you as a vessel, you continue to be great and spread that love
Exactly.
and patience
Right.
and things to other people.
Because even when we on our walk with God, we believe in God, we know it's the devil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he
Yeah.
gotta have people too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And they
So when
coming.
you out doing God's work, he gonna send his people.
To
The
stop
devil
you.
gonna
Mhm.
send his people to ruin your work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta
absolutely.
stand flat footed on. You can't stop what God put on.
Yeah.
10
You know what I'm
toes.
saying?
Yeah.
The devil gonna be stopped every time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But God can't be stopped. So she could try. She just gonna be a miserable bitch forever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Whoop de doo.
And that's
Yeah.
why you mad.
Exactly. Whoop de doo.
And I was thinking like along the lines of what Katie just said about like the names and stuff that was being thrown out during the altercation. It reminds me of like back in the day, you know, nigger was the forbidden. You don't want to be called it. Don't call me that. I'm not that. I'm not. And because we were called it so long back then, we have always been adaptive enough to figure out a way that, you know what, you might as well figure out a way to enjoy this because this is what we're being called. So we're gonna mispronunciate it.
Mhm.
We're gonna say nigga.
Mhm.
We're gonna give it a different meaning. We're gonna say it means I'm embracing you, and you know you like fam, you my peoples, I love you, etc. And we're gonna throw it out like that. But only us can use this
Yeah,
term,
absolutely.
right? And I feel like back then the slave owners was looking at it like, look at these folks using our words and still trying. It still mean the same to us. You know what I'm saying? So like when you get to throwing words out that you're trying to change the narrative of, you're trying to change the meaning to the world of what this means, to the point where at some point I feel like labels should just fall off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree on that.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you should just automatically at some point become just human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just humans out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But it's a lot of people who just won't let that come to fruition because their mindset is so focused on how can I keep my name alive? How can I keep my thought alive on how can I mess this up, basically? You know what I'm saying? How can I sabotage this? So it's definitely a double-edged sword right there with that one. So what else? Y'all got anything else to talk about on this here? What y'all got?
Oh no, I don't
Oh,
talk
no.
about what's irrelevant.
Yeah,
Okay.
type shit.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump into it, man, because I feel like this. I had to find one that kind of fit the story of what we were talking about.
Okay.
All right. So it says Coach DTM, KD, Keke, who is not here, and the Mouthy. I need some real advice. I've always been the type of person who wants to help people, whether it's lending money, giving someone a place to stay, picking up groceries for somebody who's struggling, mentoring kids, or stopping to help strangers. I genuinely feel like that's my purpose. The problem is my partner is tired of it.
Uh-oh.
They said every time I help someone, our own household suffers. We argue because money gets tight. Weekends get taken up by other people, and they feel like I always have time for strangers, but not enough time for us. I keep saying, how can I ignore something who needs help? How can I ignore someone who needs help? They keep saying, you can't save the world while letting your own relationship drown. Now I'm starting to wonder, am I being selfless or selfish?
Mm.
Should your purpose ever come before your partner? At what point does helping other people become hurting your partner that you love? Help.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
That is. I resonate with this. Right? Yeah, for sure. Because I'm the type of person that always want to help. And me and my wife have had this conversation plenty of times before. And what I've taken from it is this, right? You can help, but not to where it's a detriment to yourself. Like, it was an old man walking down the street. He had to be like 80 some years old. He looked like he about to pass out,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? So I had some water in the car. Boom. I gave him the water. And I was about to sit there with him, talk with him, call 911, what you need, how you need it, woo woo. And my wife was like, what are you doing? You gave him the water, right? That's what he needed. He needed the water. You came, gave him the water, and that's what he needed in the moment. You're not his savior. You cannot be everything to everybody all the time, and especially when, like, you're not Jesus, you're not God. Like, what you can only do what is in your hands, but at a certain boundary point, right? Like, you have to be able to set a boundary, have to be able to say, okay, I'm helping, but if it's harming my family and what I got going on, then it's a detriment. Same thing. I'm running. I'm driving. There's a young lady, older lady. She in her car slumped over. Right. I got to pick my wife up from work. Do I neglect my wife that's at work to cater to this woman that's on the side of the road, or do I just call 911, say what was going on, and pray that she got the help that she needs? So you can help people, but you don't have to be there all in everything.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Miss Mouthy?
You know what? Being on the opposite end of that, right? With a helper, it just comes that, like, you have to hear what you're saying. So if your person is telling you they feel like this, maybe that's the area. If you're a helper, you want to help a little bit more. Like, ask your partner, what do they need help with, so it can soften their day. So you can get the gratitude of feeling like you're helping, but also your relationship is not in vain. And I'm a firm believer of taking the steps that's practical. So when you are a helper like that, file your 501c3. Do the things that's going to turn your love for helping people into a nonprofit. That's why it's rewarding, not only for yourself and the people around you, but it don't come as a detriment to your own resources, and your household have to suffer behind it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
KD?
So I noticed that the person said they do buy groceries for people, give people money. So if your partner is saying you doing these things are hurting our house, you got to rebudget whatever it is that you're doing. You can't give somebody else groceries while your household go hungry.
Mhm.
That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you making sure they straight, but your family going without. So you to me, you always got to put your family first.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to help with what you have left.
Mhm.
Not with
the overflow.
Yeah, that's what you're
call
supposed to help with. You're supposed to help with the overflow. You're not supposed to help with the pot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you went over there, you paid their bills, you did they DT, whatever, and now you don't got no lights at home.
Mhm.
You talking about how do you leave someone who need help? You the one need help.
Mhm.
And if your spouse is saying, I want to do something with you Saturday, and you like, oh no, I gotta go do this outreach, who you outreaching to? Don't it start at home first?
Yeah.
You out there preaching about relationships while your shit falling apart? That don't make sense. Me and you've had this conversation before when you were so invested in your couples with your relationship coaching that our relationship was suffering. And I'm like, dog, you trying to say they shit, what about your shit?
Mm-hmm.
And you had to take a step back like, damn, you right. They calling you all times of night, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day. Me and you supposed to be doing something, but you on the phone with them. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, they need me. I need you. I'm your wife. Yeah. I had a bad day too. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had a bad day at work too. So it's like, you got to find that balance or you're going to lose your relationship because eventually your person going to be tired of being on the back burner. And I'm not even on the back burner to our kids. Mm-hmm. I'm not even on the back burner to our situation. I'm on the back burner to some motherfuckers that's outside the house. Mm-hmm. Cool. Then I'll be outside the house too. Then you'll pay me some attention. Mm-hmm. Now, you gotta be careful.
With that statement, is there a time frame in that, right? And I ask this because sometimes, of course, I'm a very spiritual individual who pray a lot, talk to God. I hear God. I see what He's saying. But sometimes the instructions are for you to just do something, but you don't have the luxury to be able to explain it right away, right? But I got the answer to this, but I just want to hear what y'all are saying, what y'all thoughts are on this. Like in that scenario where you like, I need you, but I'm like, look, God put me on this. I gotta see this through first. Once I'm to the point where He allows me to say what it is, then I can come back and say this is the reason why, right? What's the time frame in your opinion when it comes to that?
I mean, I don't know that it's a time frame.
Yeah, I think it's a case by case basis, right? Like I use that person for example. You can help somebody tremendously and overextend yourself and still find yourself on the blunt end of not helping at all, right? Like enough will never be enough because it's not in you. You don't have the wherewithal, right? However, there could be one person who only needs you one time for 1 hour of a conversation to say, well, you fucked up. You need to do X, Y, Z, and the third. Mm-hmm. What I'm blessed with having him as a partner is to know that what seems to be valuable to me and valuable to him, we've learned how to orchestrate that as time with doing it together. Right. Now, if we can't do it together and you can't bring me along to this mission, then is it really a mission or a cause for your ego to come as a savior? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And then what if it's a situation where the person who needs help is in a more dangerous type of environment, right? So of course your spouse, your significant other is gonna be like, why are you putting yourself in danger for this? You know what I'm saying? How would you navigate that part?
Well, I'm never gonna want danger to come to my person. Yeah, like so that's just a non-negotiable. When you got kids, when you have another partner, it's like we have to weigh those odds that shit will be figured out. And there is protocol. Unfortunately, the police exist and take money out of our tax dollars for a fucking reason. So use them as much as we may be abolitionists and don't want to see other Black people in that system. However, until they dismantle the shit, use it to the best resource you can.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, Mr. Mouth.
And some people take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They will try to get into your emotional, you know what I'm saying, well-being. They try to, because they don't got nothing going for themselves, right? So I got time to sit around and see what you got going on. I don't have no family on my own. I don't have no job. I don't have nothing. So they want to see how far are you willing to go to give them the attention that they need.
Some people came to
Some
mind
people,
when you said that.
yeah, for sure. And so again, it's about setting those boundaries, like, and question why me. You know what I mean? What is it about me that you feel like I'm the only person that can help you in this situation?
Absolutely.
And for me, it's about I can lead you to the resources that you need, and you can go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, I've had people
Right across the table.
who were like, let's say, addicted to crack, right? And if you know anything about anybody who's been addicted to crack, you can probably find them in the slums of the slums sometime, in areas that you will be like, how did you even get in here to do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I find, once I locate you, we talking. Once I see that you telling me you want to get off of this is not what you want to do. So I put in full-fledged, full throttle. Let's get you up out of here. Let's get you off of this. Let's figure this out. I got another person who I work with that I give them a call. Look, I got one. You know what I'm saying? They say they're ready, whatever. Sometimes they really be ready and they go. Sometimes they make excuses and they keep running from it. But even he was telling me, you got to let them be the one to show you that they are really ready. But here's the thing, like most humans, right? You can show me you're really ready while I'm here in front of you. It's when I leave when I can tell if this is real or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you with me, you in front of me, you don't know how many people I've had who's like, I want my relationship to be better. I want this, I want that, you know, and I'm harder on men than anything else, especially when it's just me and the man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm harder on them, right? And they like, I want this, I want to be better. So I'm going hard on you. But when you leave my presence and you go do your own thing and it's time for you to really do the work, that's when I can tell if this is really what you want, as opposed to you just telling me what you think I want to hear. Because I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
If the truth, so that way I can gauge it differently. If you just want to be around me for a minute to feel good, you can do that, and then go on back about your business and do your thing. If you want to feel good for a lifetime and you want to get out of the situation that you're in, say that, and we're gonna make the next move. But it's been spots where I've been in areas where they like blowing crack right in front of you. I'm seeing you scrape the residues off the side of the pipe while I'm having a conversation with you. And only way I can tell that to me, it feels like it's working when you start feeling shameful to do this in front of me now. You know what I'm saying? So when you start feeling shameful, I'm like, all right, I feel like I'm getting through to you. I feel like we can make this work. And I'm at the point now where it's kind of like a crossroad, because I'm still trying to I want to push you to be a better version of yourself. And I got my man on standby. He like, call me whenever. I'll pull up to wherever y'all are.
Yeah.
I got 2 people I'm working with right now at the same time. Both of them are on the fence. One don't want to admit it. The other one is like, okay, I'm ready, you know, whatever. But just putting myself in those type of situations, to the naked eye, you'll be like, why are you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
You got a family, you got things, you know, you got people who depend on you. But to me, I understand what my assignment is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes and I think I done brought him up a few times, but even the great leaders like the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and things of that nature, I'm pretty sure Coretta was like, why do you keep trying to help these niggas? They don't want it. You end up getting got by your own people. Like so it's the same thing, to where like I'm sure she was against a lot of that. It had to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure even Rosa, who wasn't even trying to make a statement, she was just tired. But if she had a significant other, I don't know if it was a Mr. Park anywhere around. I don't think I did my research like that. But if it was, he probably was like, hey, just go to the back. You don't got to do all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the first girl's name who did it before Rosa, but Same thing. Like in that moment, the people who love you is like, "Stop, don't do that. You don't have to do all that. Come on." You know what I'm saying? Miss Mandela, she was like, "No, you ain't got to go to jail. Come on home, baby. Come on, sugar." You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you in the fight, you don't, for one, think about the danger that you're putting yourself in.
Yeah.
Only the people who watching you do it is thinking about it. From another perspective, another standpoint, I used to be like the call for a lot of people, and I'm going. I can remember, and we talk about this often, when we were younger, just had our baby, first baby. And I had a homeboy who called me like, "Yo, I can't get to my girl crib. Can you go over there? It's going down." I'm like, "Sure." But at that time I was young, naive, and young, dumb, and full of cum. Ain't that what they say?
That's what they say.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going over there. I pull up. It's about 50 people for one person. Just sticks, bats, everything. Just trying to. I was like, "Oh, it's about to be fun." You know. Meanwhile, my wife is like, "So you just gonna leave us? You just gonna leave me and your baby?" I'm like, "Nah, I came back. Of course, I came back. But if I didn't come back, I guess I couldn't say, but I didn't get to make it back to you and tell you." Like, so you don't think about what could happen in those moments, but
I just feel like, and I've always felt like, you would leave in the middle of the night. People would call. They done got themselves in some shit. Now they calling you for you to come to get them out the shit they done got themselves into. One, you don't even know what you're walking into. Two, you got a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a superhero. So that used to always cause an argument between us because what are you doing? Let niggas get themselves out of shit. If they got to get themselves out of shit, I bet you they stop getting in shit. Now, there's certain people that call, of course, I expect you to go because they coming for you every time.
Right.
But what about the people that's never coming for you? They don't even have the ability to come for you. And you leaving your house to go save their butts.
Don't get PG on me now.
Yeah.
Save their butts.
It's like reciprocation, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know who gonna ride for you, so you gonna go for that. But if it's somebody that's just always calling you for any different thing, they taking advantage of you. Real talk, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, they taking advantage.
Yeah, ring the bell.
I get a little ring on it. I get a little ring.
You
But
got
this the
niggas
thing,
start
though.
shit like, cause I call my whatever you are to them.
Yeah, because they
And
know
it's like,
you know they know you gonna come, right? So
Exactly.
it's like,
Okay, let me put this in. Let me put it in a different perspective because this is how I look at life, right?
Yeah.
The Mouthies are here
They are.
with the top 20 podcasts in Michigan. I don't know if y'all knew that already, but that's facts. That's real
okay,
facts.
facts. Okay,
Real
hey,
facts.
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
can pull it up and show y'all when we get off.
For sure, for sure.
Y'all feed people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't expect nothing back from them people.
Yeah.
But the blessings are gonna come from a different area, right?
Right.
So in my head and in my heart, I feel like I'm helping people who may not be able to reciprocate that help.
That is not the same.
I'm just trying to ring the bell. You line stepping. Well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't necessarily expect the help to come from the person that I may help. Is what I'm saying. I expect the help to come from whoever God deems that to help me.
Okay, so let me just ask you this, Coach. What's the cap? Like, when is the expiration date? And like you said, what's the time period? Like, is there, okay, you get 3 strikes per person for some bullshit that I got to save you out of? Is it at 55, my body is no longer able to respond as fast as it can? Or you have had me in the same cycle of your bullshit, and let's figure out what's the root of this. Like, how can we come up out of this so I don't have to come save you, right? Yeah.
So God put me in a spot where He said, just open your eyes and pay attention.
Okay.
Right. And so just like I was talking about the people who are addicted that I help, through the help of prayer and through the help of listening to the answer from the prayer, even if it comes from a wife who may give it to you in a way that does not sound godly, but you can say this had to come from God because there's no way she's gonna talk to me like this.
Yeah.
And right? But the thing that He said was, do what you can do. He basically said, all you can do is all you can do, right? So as far as the time frame and cutoff and all of that, it's not necessarily for me to cut the person off. It's for God to cut me out of that equation. Like you've reached your limit with these people, with that person, right?
Okay.
And that's why I believe when he connects you with certain people, such as my wife, who I talk about on a lot of episodes, has the most strongest cutoff game I've ever seen in the existence of life. And then and to have a best friend for over 20 years who have a extremely strong cutoff game just the exact same way. Um, to look at like my wife's dad, a strong cutoff game most of the time. See, my wife took what he had and elevated it and said, "No, this is for everybody. This is not just for certain people. This cutoff game is for everybody." So I think God put people in your life to utilize their strengths where you might not be as strong. So it might be some people who I can't cut off, and Katie will do it for me. And with me being a leader and being close to God, I understand that her movements is going to only come by what I got. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was cut off from God, then it'd be hard to decipher who she's cutting out of my life and if it's specifically for her or for us. But because I'm right connected with him, her decisions and her movement is in an alignment with where we're going.
And then I said, okay, that makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
Listen to my girl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what I got out of
it's
that.
called a helpmate for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
So what happens is I go out into the fire. It's just like when your kids play sports, right? My kids play sports a lot. They do their thing on the court. First thing they do is they come over here to me. Dad, what you see? What's going on? And I say, all right, he getting you on the left side. Make sure you go right. Turn your body. This, whatever. It's the same thing in the marriage, right? It's the same thing. I'm in the field. I'm out here. She's watching me. She know I'm out here. Babe, what you think about it? Next time, every time I come off stage from speaking, or every time I do a wedding ceremony, the first thing I look, feedback. Talk to me. I remember when I first started doing this, she was like, "Yeah, you was doing this too much. You was swaying. You looked like you was nervous. Next time, drink some water because your mouth was dry." Like with all those little things that she's paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? You got to utilize who God put in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't just pick and choose when to utilize. Because sometimes they'll say stuff you be like, I wasn't looking for that. I didn't need that. I didn't need that.
That's bullshit.
But I think so too. Like it's the reason why some people are people pleasers is because they want that acceptance that they don't have within themselves. So you go and you overly do things and you feel like you are being someone's savior, but it's really you are lacking something within yourself. So it's that mental health part where you got to say like, why do I want to cater so much to other people instead of catering to myself? What is it about me that needs to be praised for serving others instead of serving myself? And once you realize that it's not about them, it's about you, you'll have a different perspective of how you allow people to treat you.
Yeah. And I even in my coaching, I started now with the help of KD, is I assign like homework, I would say, right? You got to do this work. You do this, then we can move forward. Right? You can't call me on Monday with an issue. We talk it out. We figure it out. This is the next step. This is what you should do. And then you call me on Wednesday. Did you do any of that? No? Why are you calling me? You didn't want it to get better.
Accountability.
So, yeah. Put the work in. You know?
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, period.
Talk about it, then. Talk about it. It's the man period. Comma.
I know, right?
Talk about it.
Comma.
Okay.
Talk about it. Comma.
I'll take it back.
Talk about it. ... Okay. It's in there. All right. So let me see. Did we help this person? I think
We did.
Mr.
We
Mouthy,
always-
what'd you say what was your advice to them? What should they do? Are they being selfless or selfish with their movements? Like, what do you think?
Yeah. I think I answered it earlier. But I think they're being selfish again, because if you're doing something that is bringing a detriment to your family, your family is your team, right? And if you're going outside of that to please somebody else that can't bring you nothing, can you go to them same people and say, hey, I need help with this, right? if you giving them groceries and when they come up in the world and now they got money, can they reciprocate that same, you know what I'm saying, movement? No. So again, some people take advantage because they know your heart is pure.
Mhm.
And I've been there, right? Where I'm quiet, I'm cool, I'm loving, I don't mess with nobody, I stay to myself. So people have more courage to ask somebody they think that's gonna say yes than opposed to you saying no. I'm not gonna ask. If I think you're gonna say no, I'm not gonna ask you nothing. I'm like, no, they're gonna say no, no. You're gonna go to the person that you know is gonna
Like
say
the kids,
yes.
Yeah,
you
the
know, the
kids do
kids
that.
always go
Yes,
to the nice
exactly.
parent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's a form of taking advantage of someone's kindness.
yeah,
So you have to be able to create that boundary and say, no, this is not healthy for myself and my family, and I cannot do it. I can give you some water, but I'm not gonna buy you a case of water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Yep.
I can give you, I can make you a sandwich, but I'm not gonna give you my food stamp card. Like
right.
it has to be a boundary when it comes to those things, especially when it's detriment to your family.
Yeah, and I mean that was my thing too. Like I would always take you, I'll feed you the first time, and during this time I'm talking to you. Look, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can find somebody you can pair it with
Mhm.
to get you back into the working field. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like I get so upset. I don't want to use the P word, but I get so upset when
Oh, piss
I'm
off.
at the yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I'm at the gas station and I'm about to pump gas, and the less fortunate will come and say, "Hey, you got some money?" No, ask me to pump my gas for me.
Yeah, do something.
Do
Like I used to
we
do
used
back
to
in the
do
day.
back in the day.
Damn,
Like
Yeah.
rap, sing
put
something.
some work in.
Play an instrument.
I will
Yeah.
overly pay you,
Yeah.
give you some bread because I see you need it. But don't just come up. I'm doing all the work, and once I finish, hey nephew, I'm not your nephew. Get away from me. No, no, I don't have anything for you, bro. You just watch me do this whole thing, and then came over and asked. No, that's not happening. So yeah, so I cut him off in that area up top. KD, you know what I'm saying? I can't reach past the cam. So
Oh, sorry.
that's why it was the up top to the cam.
Whatever.
Right there. 1, 2, 3.
Whatever.
All right. So top 20, man. Y'all talk about it. What y'all got coming up?
Well, I think one of the biggest things for the Maldives is we're gonna have one of the things I think we really was talking about was how we make what we love to do coastal, right?
Mhm.
So taking Mouthy meals on the road to be
Ooh.
able
Yeah,
to record and have conversations with different people while we feed them. And so those are things that we have coming up. And we still have our biggest event coming up in November that we're excited about, our solstice, our Detroit solstice
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
event. It's a 3-day weekend because grief is so real for people around the holidays, whether they name it, whether they know it, and especially for the poor community, the queer community, the people die. And if you Big Mama was the one where we all went to her house and it's the first year that we can't go to her house,
Yeah.
what are we supposed to do? How's the holidays gonna feel the
Yeah.
same?
Yeah.
So we just trying to offer people a way to be able to challenge the holidays and
Yeah, pretty much is a grief and gratitude support community
That's
event.
dope.
Yeah, so it's like it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. And so we're gonna be feeding people. We're gonna have our live podcast there as well. And we're gonna be doing some grieving, letting things go and just loving on each other and supporting each other during that moment.
And we partnering up with our great friend Seven King.
Mhm.
And so it's our first time having our live podcast. So I'm excited.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
pop shit.
We'll be in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
And that's my goal too. I want to put together just a podcast panel
Mhm.
where we can all go live, you know what I'm saying, do a live podcast
Yeah.
from a podcast panel. And that's actually how I realized that y'all was top 20 out here. I went to Googling. I'm like, okay, who can I partner with, man?
Yeah.
Of course, y'all was already in my mind, but
Yeah.
when I seen top 20, I said, no, what if they know they top 20?
I had no idea.
Hey.
It's just an alignment. I think one of the things that having the Maldives come from like a disagreement of me challenging Grayson. And also too, when you see it in your person, when you say a helpmate, you see something great in him to say that
Yeah.
you be talk all these conversations me and you have in the bedroom. If we put it on the air, like people could have loved and appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah.
And it helps too for anybody who out there that's starting a podcast to make sure you're starting it with the right purpose in mind.
Absolutely.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, a podcast should be fun, of course.
Absolutely.
It should also, in some way, shape, or form, help somebody too.
Mhm.
Right. So don't miss that. But don't do it for views and likes and things of that nature, because there will be periods where you
gonna
would
get
be
none.
Well, you don't get no
you won't
views or
get
no
none.
likes. Yeah.
So you'd be like, man, that was a good episode. I only get 60 views.
Yeah.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
And then the one that you would think that would get to 60 get you like 4-5K. You be like, what we do different on this one that you?
My most negative ones have always been the ones that popped, and I'm like, what is happening here? I remember when I first engineered for y'all, I came home and told Bay, I was like, babe, is this married couple there?
Yeah,
I just think them so awesome. Like, I don't want to come off as a weirdo, but I really like them. And he was just like, for real? I was like, yeah.
We sat there and watched it too.
Yeah, yeah.
See, and the whole time I was liking you too.
Yeah. See,
I'm like, I like her better than the other guy. Not the
Yeah.
owner, the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you be listening like, wait a minute. No,
Wait a
not
minute.
you.
You're gonna be like, who recording us today? You're gonna be like, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me from here on out. No, we supposed to go kick it with him later on today too. He's doing something, so shout out to him.
Yes.
All right, man. KD, talk to him. Talk about it. Let them know
What?
how they can find us.
Oh,
where
I
they
thought
can
you was talking
listen.
about what you got coming up. Oh, well, if
Oh,
y'all
we can-
in the
we can-
building, August 1st and August 2nd, Coach will be with the Holy podcast
3 H's.
during summer 3 H's. Yep, for SummerSlam. The first day is hosted by the Holy podcast. The second day is hosted by
King
Holy
Coley
will be in the building, but also King Coley from.
and Ringside Mafia.
Oh, my bad. Don't he wrestle with
Yeah, he is a
SCW?
wrestler. He's an SCW wrestler,
Oh, yeah.
champion currently.
Champion. Clock it. Okay.
Okay.
It's downtown Detroit, Buffalo Wild Wings. The only Buffalo Wild Wings in downtown Detroit per Coach DTM. You can go on Eventbrite and get your tickets. Again, you will search Holy with 3 H's, and it'll come up. Yeah, and then if you want to listen to us, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me at yourgirl.kd. You can follow Coach DTM at Coach DTM. You can follow the podcast page at RRP_network.
And how can they follow y'all?
At Love the Mouthies
Yeah.
on IG, and also on YouTube. Where else we at, baby?
Everywhere you want us to be.
Okay.
Oh, I know that's right.
No,
Hey.
for real. I'm all about manifestation. We everywhere you want us to be. Okay, just reach us. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We'll make it happen.
Period.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, man, passion and purpose is a cleansing for the soul. Find yours, and you'll find your cleansing. All right.
Okay.
It's your boy, the one and only Coach DTM,
Your girl KD.
and
You know what? You definitely, what? Don't see me. You definitely hear me. It's your girl, Miss Mouthy.
Hey, and it's your boys from out there. When you what? Don't hear me. You definitely see me, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
we will see you next week. So long.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
Thank you, Daddy. So long, bye-bye.
It's coming.
This is called
Still so long. Bye bye.
Behind the scenes.
Y'all won't see this.
No BTS.
Y'all won't see this. This will be edited out.
Oh, really?
So long,
Well,
bye-bye.
from the video. The audio might be different.
So long, bye-bye.
So long, bye-bye.
Good job, Tracy.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow. Thank you, Daddy.
So long,
Bye-bye.
So long.
That was great to hear it.
So long. Thank you. Hey, so long.
Thank you,
Hey,
Daddy.
so long.
Bye-bye.